Welcome back to Tech Talk Central for another deep dive. I'm Nathan.
And I'm Sarah, and today we're really digging into a big question in home audio.
We're looking at two titans that take completely different paths to premium sound. The Bose Smart Ultra and the JBL Bar 1000.
And our mission really is for you, the listener. We want to help you figure out which of these systems actually justifies its price tag.
Exactly. We're cutting through all the marketing noise.
Yeah.
Because the Bose, it's all about integrated smarts, AI, that refined, compact design.
Whereas the JBL is it's brute force. It's about massive channel numbers and physical, discrete speakers.
So it's basically brains versus brawn.
Mm-hmm.
Is a super smart system better, or is a huge, kitted-out cinema setup the way to go?
And to figure that out, I think we have to start with the architecture. I mean, the channel configurations alone tell you so much.
Okay, let's start with Bose then. On paper, it looks almost simple.
It does. It's a 3.1 channel system, but, and this is a huge but, you shouldn't let that number fool you. It absolutely supports Dolby Atmos.
Right, so it's creating that overhead sound, that immersion.
Yeah.
But how? How does the 3.1 bar do that?
Through some very clever hardware. It has 6 transducers packed in there, but the key is the 2 custom-engineered upward-firing dipole speakers.
Dipole speakers. Okay, break that down for us. They're not just pointing straight up at the ceiling.
No, not at all. They're designed to precisely bounce sound off your ceiling and even your walls to create this illusion of space. It's virtualization, but it's really good hardware-based virtualization.
And Bose always has its own secret sauce, right? It's not just the hardware.
Of course not. They have their true space technology. And the real value there, I think, is what it does for non-Atmos content.
Oh, that's interesting. So for like regular TV shows or music.
Exactly. For the stuff you watch every day, a true space takes that standard stereo sound and, it sort of remixes it on the fly to make it feel three-dimensional. That's a huge feature for most people.
Okay, so that's the Bose approach. Surgical, refined. Now let's talk about the JBL.
Well, if Bose is a scalpel, JBL is a sledgehammer. It's a massive 7.1.4 channel configuration right out of the box.
Whoa. Okay, so for anyone who doesn't live and breathe this stuff, what does 7.1.4 actually mean you're getting?
It means you get 7 distinct surround channels at ear level. The 0.1 is your dedicated subwoofer for bass, and then critically you get 4 separate dedicated overhead channels.
4. So that's how they get that true 3D soundscape.
That's it. It's achieved with 4 upfiring drivers. 2 are in the main soundbar, and then you get 2 more in the surround units. It's all about physical speakers and physical locations.
And it's not just Atmos they're supporting, is it?
No, they also support DTS-X, which is Atmos's main competitor. Plus, they have their own multi-beam technology to enhance that surround effect even more. So it's really a philosophical choice for you, the buyer.
Virtualization versus physical delivery.
Precisely.
That sets us up perfectly for the next point, because that difference in philosophy, it shows up big time in the power and design.
Oh, absolutely. The power numbers are, well, a little staggering. The JBL boasts 880 watts of total system power.
880. That's a lot. That's designed to fill a huge room and really make you feel it.
It's engineered for that deep, visceral impact. Explosions in movies, big moments in games. That's what that power is for.
And you compare that to the Bose Smart Ultra, which comes in at 180 watts. Now, on paper, that looks like a total mismatch.
It does, but we have to think about what that power is actually for. With the JBL's 880 watts spread across 11 channels, you're buying headroom. You can crank it up in a big space and it won't distort.
But with the Bose?
With the Bose 180 watts, you're paying for efficiency and precision, especially in a small or medium-sized room where, let's be honest, 880 watts is not just unnecessary, it's unusable.
So it's quality of sound at normal listening levels versus sheer potential impact.
That's a perfect way to put it.
Okay, let's talk about the physicality. Because to deliver that 7.1.4 system, JBL had to solve the biggest problem in home theater wires.
And their solution is really clever. It uses 2 detachable battery-powered surround speakers.
You just snap them off the main bar.
You do. They clip on magnetically to charge. When you want surround sound, you unclip them, place them behind you, and they work wirelessly. Plus, you get a huge separate 10-inch wireless sub.
That sounds amazing for convenience, but I have to ask, batteries. Don't they run out? What if you're halfway through a movie marathon?
And that is the critical trade-off. It's convenient, but it requires a routine. You have to remember to keep them charged. The Bose design, being all-in-one, completely avoids that. It's built for stability. No batteries to worry about.
And that shows in the size, too. The JBL system weighs over 41 pounds. It's a beast.
It is. It's recommended for rooms up to, over 500 square feet. It's a statement piece. The Bose is the opposite. It's sleek, compact, under 13 pounds. It's for people who want great sound without a system that dominates the room.
Right. But no matter the size, one thing is constant.
Mm-hmm.
You need to hear the dialogue. And both companies claim they've tracked this.
Which is absolutely essential. Bose has its AI dialogue mode, and this isn't just turning up the center channel.
Okay, so what is the AI actually doing differently?
The AI analyzes the entire sound mix in real time. It can tell the difference between a voice, a car crash, and the musical score. It then dynamically rebalances everything so the vocals stay crisp and clear right in the middle without crushing the effects.
So even in a chaotic action scene, you're not losing that whispered line of dialogue.
That's the goal. And it's a huge selling point.
I wonder, though, does that kind of processing ever make the voices sound, I don't know, artificial? A bit disconnected.
That's always the risk with post-processing, but the goal is to make it sound transparent, just clearer. And JBL has its own answer to this.
Pure voice.
Pure voice, yes. The sources aren't as detailed on the tech, but it's their dedicated solution to make sure dialogue cuts through the mix, which, with 880 watts, is pretty important. It's good to see both brands taking this seriously.
Okay, so moving on from sound, let's talk about how these things fit into your smart home. This is another area where they diverge quite a bit.
They do. They both have the basics down, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi. And crucially, they both use HDMI EARC.
And ERC is key, right?
Right.
That's what you need for the high-quality, uncompressed audio like Dolby Atmos.
You absolutely do. But from there, their smart philosophies are totally different. Bose is all about deep integration within its own world.
So, built-in Alexa.
Built-in Alexa, yes, and it works with Google devices. But the real kicker is Voice for Video, which lets you use your voice to control not just the soundbar, but your TV and your cable box, too.
Ah, and then there's Simple Sync. That's for people who are already in the Bose ecosystem.
Exactly. If you have Bose headphones, you can switch the sound to them for private listening. Or if you have other Bose speakers around the house, you can group them all together instantly. It acts as a central hub.
Okay, so that's Bose. The JBL approach is broader.
Much broader. More platform agnostic. This is a big deal. It has Wi-Fi, but it supports Apple's AirPlay, Alexa multi-room music, and Chromecast is built in.
So it doesn't matter if you're an Apple household or an Android household, it just works.
Right. And that compatibility gives you access to, reportedly, over 300 different online music streaming services. If you're a big music streamer, that's a massive advantage for JBL.
And one other small but important software point.
Automatic updates. The Wi-Fi connection on the JBL means it's always updating itself with the latest features and fixes in the background. It keeps the system feeling new.
So we've covered architecture, power, design, and the smart features. It all comes down to the big question. Which one actually justifies its price for you, the listener?
It really boils down to two very different user profiles. There's no single right answer.
Let's lay them out then. Profile 1.
Profile 1 is the power user, the dedicated cinema enthusiast. You have a medium to large room, you crave that maximum immersion, you want true physical surround sound. For you, the JBL specs are almost impossible to argue with.
The 880 watts, the full 7.1.4 channels, DTS:X support, those detachable speakers?
That's what you're paying for. You're buying hardware, scale, and that raw, visceral impact.
Okay, and Profile 2.
Profile 2 is the design-conscious minimalist. Maybe you're in a mid-sized space or an apartment. You value a clean look and you want smart, seamless functionality. For you, the Bose Smart Ultra is the compelling value.
You're paying for sophistication.
Right.
The AI dialogue mode, the deep ecosystem integration with Simple Sync, all in a compact package that doesn't scream for attention.
It's the difference between an all-out home cinema kit and a streamlined, intelligent audio hub. Both are premium, but they excel in completely different ways.
Which leads us to our final provocative thought for you to take away from all this.
Given that both systems have their own proprietary tech Bose with TrueSpace and JBL with Multibeam, that's designed to make your everyday non-Atmos content sound better.
Should you prioritize the maximum raw power and the sheer number of physical speakers that JBL offers? Or should you instead put your trust in a brand's specific sound processing algorithms, like that Bose AI, to deliver a better, more practical listening experience day to day?
It's really a debate between raw physics and digital refinement, and answering that question for yourself is how you'll find the true value in your investment.
A perfect way to wrap it up. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive.
We really hope this analysis helps you make a better decision. Be sure to subscribe to our channel, Tech Talk Central.
And to find the latest prices and deals, be sure to check out the links in the description below.